Hi, Lovelies. Welcome back to the channel, Esther's Song. I hope that you're all having a wonderful day. Today, I want to talk to you about the necessity of rest. Self-care is so important, and I know in earlier videos I talked about therapeutic techniques such as box breathing or square breathing. That's one technique that I use to physiologically calm myself down, calm down my nervous system. All that is breathing in for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, slow inhale, holding that breath for 4 counts, exhaling for 4 counts, and then resting in between. And so today I actually want to, hopefully you guys can use that wherever you are. You don't have to close your eyes or make it a big deal, but it calms down our physical bodies. It actually, lowers our blood pressure, our pulse, and it puts us in a calmer state. Our physiological state of being is actually calmer. So that's definitely a therapeutic technique that I love. But resting, as far as sleeping, not letting your mind ruminate on things. The world is in chaos right now. There's a lot of distress going on. COVID cases, unfortunately, are beginning to rise once again. I'm reading things about, a fourth booster shot that's being recommended. So we've been battling this, right, for 2 years. Today is the second anniversary of the last weekend that we had, 2020, where before our country essentially got shut down. Wherever you are in the world, I'm speaking from the vantage point of the US, but it can be applied everywhere, right? So 2 years ago, this was the last weekend that we had in our normalcy, let's say, before we were really affected worldwide, at least, like I said, from this vantage point. And unfortunately, I don't want to sound, I know Americans have the, just a side note here, Americans can be, and oftentimes, unfortunately, are, xenophobic, ignorant of a lot of different cultures and countries. I try my best to be inclusive as possible. I love studying about other cultures and countries, geography. So when I say that, I'm speaking from this vantage point, it's unfortunate that I can only do so, but I want to be as authentic as possible. But I don't want to seem like I'm, trying to be non-inclusive, right? So I would love to be able to, get you guys in the comments, tell me, how you felt during this week 2 years ago, what was going on in your countries and from your side of the world, wherever you were. And so, one, I want to say I'm so proud of you for surviving, for even being here. I love that. I love you, wherever you are, wherever my voice carries to. You can hear my voice. I just want to say that I love you and I'm so proud of you for surviving. Rest is so important, and it's a time where we can meditate, pray, put our minds at ease. It's essential for us every single day, and I'm sure I'm not the only person that, may have pulled an all-nighter studying or had just been, kind of tossing and turning and not being able to sleep. Last night, I actually watched, we have daylight savings time here, which means that our clocks go back an hour in the springtime, and then it goes forward an hour in the fall. So not every state does that. I know Hawaii and Arizona opt out of it, but the rest of the country pretty much practices daylight savings time. So last night, anyway, I was in bed and I watched the clock go from on my Apple phone, my iPhone, from 1:59 to 3. So it just skipped, 2 o'clock altogether. And I went to bed. I went to sleep shortly after. I was already in bed, but um, I woke up this morning and I was so tired, and I'm still, extremely tired, and I'll try to go to bed a lot earlier tonight. But I want to encourage you all that resting, hopefully you're a lot better at it than I am. And I'm trying to make a concerted effort to rest more, because not only do our bodies need it, but our minds and our spirits as well. One of the great things about reading the Bible, even though as Christians, we often fall short. I know I do oftentimes, but in Genesis, after the Lord created the heavens and the earth and man and all the animals, he rested, right? He didn't need to, because he's God and he's perfect and he is an infinite being, but we are made of dust. I truly believe that. I believe every word of the Bible is infallible. And so since we are finite and made from the ground, and we have human frailties, we need it. So he did that for our example. And so I'm really trying to follow his example, right? I'm really trying to, work 6 days a week and rest on the seventh. And I don't want to get caught up in like legalism, because I know that, and everyone has their own beliefs, their belief systems, and I respect that. God gave us all free will, but when I say I don't want to become legalistic about it, I mean that, I don't want to be so rigid or follow such a strict dogma that there's no flexibility. Because in Christ we do. In the New Testament, we have flexibility that wasn't available in the Old Testament. And so I'm really grateful for that. But anyway, not to get off on too much of a tangent, I wanted to encourage you all to rest. Not only, with, like our spirits need rest and our minds need rest. And, with work, we need to rest, right? So we don't get burned out. But even like working out, like our bodies physically need to rest. Um, if you are fitness training, if you are in health education and you're doing repetitions, or if you're doing like a boxing workout, like the slide, I love boxing, I love kickboxing, I definitely want to get back into it. Like I said, I'm struggling because I'm kind of torn between like, going to the gym just because of the new COVID variants and spreading, like Barack Obama, our former president, he just tested COVID. He told us he tested positive today. And so excuse me, I, yeah, I'm trying to be proactive in working out, and I'm trying to find that work-life balance, right? So, but anyway, so I'm trying to go to the gym either extremely early, when people aren't there, or do at-home workouts, right? Because I want to get back in shape. I want to get fit again. And so anyway, our muscle memory is so important. The resting time is as important, if not more important, than working out itself, because muscle, failure or fatigue, when you hit that, hit so many repetitions, like, typically it's 3 sets of 10 or 3 sets of 15, where if you're boxing, you go really hard for 3 minutes, and then ding, 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 the bell rings, and you take a rest. or you rest between, 3 sets of 10, you rest between each set of 10, right? So you don't do 30 repetitions straight because you can really injure yourself that way. So our bodies need rest. Our minds need rest. We need to sleep every day. And like I said, even though it may be difficult to do that, and I'm speaking to myself because it is difficult to do that, it's so important that we try our hardest. Looking at nature, you know, the animals, they rest. They need to rest every single day. And so it's all around us. And I'm really grateful for um, the opportunity to rest. I actually know of people who have um, worked themselves to death, pretty much. If we don't rest, you know, we, I mean, physically, could die. You can literally drop dead. And so, of course, I don't want that. And I don't want that for any of you out there. So I encourage you that despite everything that's going on, you take time for yourself to rest. What I did today, and I might go get some cucumbers actually and put them on my eyes, but I have this aloe that I put on my face, so kind of like a face mask full of aloe. And I might, like I said, get some cucumbers to put over my eyes, and shea butter, and just have a self-care day. One of my really good friends, she sent me a care package. It had like bath bombs in it, chocolates, rose petals, you know, and just kind of like a pamphlet that talks about self-care, whipped shea butter, just really nice, self-care items, pamper spa day items that I can use to have some R&R, rest and relaxation, because it's really important. So brothers and sisters out there, all of my lovelies, I just want to remind you again, and I'm trying my best to do so with you, to rest in the Lord and trust Him with all of your troubles, and take care of your bodies, take care of your minds, take care of your health, sleep well, drink some chamomile tea with some honey in it, continue to do your breathing exercises, continue your self-care however you see fit. Until next time, I love you. Be gentle with yourselves and each other. Take care. Goodbye.